Perched majestically atop the iconic white cliffs of Dover, Dover Castle is more than just a medieval fortress. It is a sentinel of British history, a silent witness to invasions, coronations, and the ceaseless ebb and flow of empires. Its massive stone walls, built nearly a millennium ago, command the narrowest point of the English Channel, making it a pivotal stronghold in every major conflict from the Norman Conquest to the Second World War. But beneath its ancient stone battlements, carved deep into the chalk cliffs, lies a labyrinthine network of secret tunnels, a hidden city of wartime operations that witnessed some of Britain's most desperate moments and strategic triumphs during World War II. And within these echoing subterranean passages, a chilling legend persists. The tales of ghostly soldiers, spectral figures in wartime uniform, seen and heard by countless witnesses, forever trapped in the silent, tense atmosphere of their wartime duties. The central question that Dover Castle forces us to confront is this: are these ghostly soldiers merely the psychological residue of immense wartime stress? Or are they the lingering echoes of secret operations and desperate sacrifices, so profound that they have imprinted themselves upon the very fabric of this ancient haunted rock? To unmask the secrets of Dover Castle is to descend into the claustrophobic tension of a nation, under siege where the line between the living and the dead became as thin as the coastal fog, and where the most chilling truths lie hidden not in history books, but in the cold, dark tunnels beneath the earth. Dover Castle's strategic importance cannot be overstated. From Roman times, this stretch of coastline has been England's primary gateway to continental Europe. The castle, in its current form, was primarily built by King Henry II in the 12th century, a colossal undertaking that transformed a Roman fort into one of Europe's most formidable medieval strongholds. Its role was always clear: to defend England from invasion. Over the centuries, it repelled invaders, housed monarchs, and guarded the realm. But it was during the Second World War that Dover Castle was called upon to fulfill its ancient purpose with an intensity unmatched in its history. England stood alone against the might of Nazi Germany, and Dover was on the very front line. The castle became a crucial command center, playing a pivotal role in coastal defense, manning vital gun batteries that protected the English Channel, air raid shelter, providing shelter for local civilians and military personnel, naval operations, overseeing the movement of convoys and naval vessels. But its true secret wartime genius lay not in its visible medieval strength, but in the vast, hidden world carved into the chalk cliffs beneath it. Beginning in the late 18th century, a complex network of tunnels was first excavated beneath Dover Castle, originally to house troops and provide gun emplacements during the Napoleonic Wars. But it was during World War II that these tunnels were massively expanded, becoming a veritable underground city and the nerve center for Britain's most critical wartime operations. This subterranean labyrinth was a marvel of wartime engineering and strategic thinking, housing the naval headquarters, the heart of naval operations for the Dover Patrol, responsible for protecting shipping in the Channel, the Combined Operations Headquarters, the command center for daring commando raids on occupied Europe, the secret hospital, a fully equipped underground hospital capable of treating hundreds of casualties, code-breaking and communications hubs, secure areas for deciphering enemy communications and transmitting vital intelligence. But among these incredible wartime secrets, one operation stands above all others, forever cementing Dover Castle's place in history: Operation Dynamo, the miraculous evacuation of Dunkirk. In May-June 1940, with British and Allied forces trapped on the beaches of Dunkirk by the advancing German army, it was from these very tunnels that Vice Admiral Bertram Ramsay masterminded the miracle of Dunkirk. Working around the clock, under immense pressure, Ramsay coordinated the flotilla of hundreds of little ships, fishing boats, yachts, and civilian vessels that sailed across the Channel, rescuing over 338,000 soldiers from certain death. The very survival of Britain and indeed the Allied cause, hinged on the desperate, brilliant efforts orchestrated from within these chalk walls. The tunnels hummed with the tension of a nation on the brink. With such a history of intense pressure, desperate missions, and thousands of lives hanging in the balance, it's perhaps inevitable that the tunnels of Dover Castle would become a focal point for paranormal activity. The legends of ghostly soldiers are not isolated incidents. They are widespread, consistently reported phenomena. Visitors, staff, and even trained paranormal investigators have reported phantom footsteps and whispers, the distinct sound of marching boots, disembodied voices, and urgent whispers echoing in the empty tunnels, often when no one else is present. Apparitions in uniform, sightings of shadowy figures in wartime military uniforms, vanishing as quickly as they appear. Some are said to be seen hunched over desks, still working or pacing urgently. The unseen presence, the unsettling feeling of being watched, sudden drops in temperature, and the sense of an oppressive, unseen presence that causes profound unease. The Screaming Man. One of the most famous legends is that of a man in uniform, often heard screaming or seen in distress in a specific section of the tunnels believed to be linked to a soldier who died tragically during the war. The ghostly soldiers are often associated with the intense emotional and psychological imprint left by the wartime operations. The theory is that the sheer concentration of fear, stress, and desperate hope within these confined spaces created an energy that somehow imprinted itself on the environment. These aren't necessarily individual spirits. They are perhaps psychic echoes of the collective human experience during those dark days, forever replaying their unfinished duties. The nature of the operations run from Dover Castle covert commando raids, code breaking, and the constant threat of invasion means that many secrets still remain buried, even after 80 years. This enduring secrecy adds another layer to the ghostly legends. Unfinished business. Could some of these ghosts be soldiers or agents who died in unrecorded missions, their stories lost to history, their spirits unable to find peace due to unfulfilled tasks or untold truths? The power of memory. The tunnels themselves are a powerful trigger for memory and imagination. The claustrophobic environment, the historical weight, and the knowledge of what happened there can easily create a heightened state where a creak of an old tunnel support becomes a phantom whisper, or a shadow becomes a uniformed figure. The phantom message. Perhaps these ghostly apparitions are not just echoes, but an attempt by the past to communicate, to reveal a fragment of a lost mission, a forgotten sacrifice, or a secret that was never supposed to leave the tunnels. The constant tension of a nation under siege, the sheer scale of the human effort, and the desperate struggle for survival left an indelible mark on Dover Castle. The fortress, both above and below ground, truly embodies the cliffs of silence, silent witnesses to untold stories, unspoken fears, and the enduring echoes of those who fought in the dark. Dover Castle, with its ancient battlements and its hidden, modern wartime tunnels, stands as a profound testament to Britain's enduring spirit. It is a place where history spans millennia, from Roman forts to medieval strongholds, culminating in its vital role as the nerve center for World War II operations that saved a nation. The truth of Dover Castle lies in its undeniable strategic importance and the documented heroism and ingenuity displayed within its secret tunnels, particularly during Operation Dynamo. These subterranean passages are not just architectural wonders. They are sacred ground, soaked in the tension and the triumph of one of humanity's darkest hours. The legend of the ghostly soldiers speaks to a deeper human need, to acknowledge the profound sacrifices made, the immense psychological toll of war, and the lingering presence of those whose lives were forever altered or ended within these very walls. Whether they are genuine spirits, psychological imprints, or simply the powerful whispers of history, these spectral figures serve as a constant, chilling reminder of the castle's undying legacy. Dover Castle is not merely a collection of stones and tunnels. It is a living, breathing monument to resilience, courage, and the enduring echoes of a war that shaped the modern world. Its deepest secrets are not just about what happened, but about the lingering presence of who was there, forever guarding the gateway to England.